Hi students, welcome to Gauri Smart channel. Today we are going to discuss about quadratic equations. Fifth lesson, most very important for IIIT. So in IIIT definitely you will get minimum 5 marks. Yes, the questions are most very important and most very difficult, but those are all very easy after seeing this video. So before going to start the video, please share the all groups to all your students because all are waiting. So all are asking, all are calling me. Please make a video. Please make groups like that. So please make groups. I will give that in the description. This all groups. Please send to all your students, all your friends, and all. So then it will be help to them also. Now before going to start the video, please like a video. One like give me, then I will give the concept. Okay. Today is the concept. Quadratic equations. Before going to discuss about quadratic equations, we should know quadratic expression. If a, b, c are small a, small b, small c are real numbers, then a not equal 0 and also a not equal 0, then ax square plus bx plus c. This is called quadratic expression. Quadratic expression. If a, b, c are real numbers and a not equal 0, a is not equal 0, then only we can say that it is a quadratic expression. If quadratic expression is 0, if quadratic expression is equal to 0, then that is called quadratic equation. Otherwise, we can say that a, b, c are real numbers and a not equal 0, then ax square plus bx plus c is equal 0 is called quadratic equation. These quadratic equations are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 types. So we can say that means in IIIT exam they may ask like this because we have to gain more knowledge in quadratic equation. What we learn in 10th class, that is only for up to 10th only, but IIIT we have to get more information, extra information. That extra information only they will ask. If we don't know, so definitely we will choose the wrong answer, then we will not qualify the exam. So we have to learn this one. So quadratic equation means ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Now monic quadratic equation. What is monic quadratic? Means ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 if it is a quadratic equation. If a is equal to 1, if a is equal to 1, then that is called monic quadratic equation. Then that is called monic quadratic equation. If ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, in that a is equal to 1, in that a is equal to 1. So that is called, if a is equal to 1, then that is called monic quadratic equation. We can say that x square plus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0, x square minus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0, x square plus 3x plus 1 is equal to, like that we can give so many examples. Now pure quadratic equation. Pure quadratic equation means if in a quadratic equation if b is equal to 0, if b is equal to 0, then that is called pure quadratic equation. Means we can say that x square minus 25 is equal to 0. In this equation there is no b value. So this can be written as, this can be said pure quadratic equation. Pure quadratic equation. Next, incomplete quadratic equation. Incomplete means if b is equal to 0, if either b is equal to 0 or c is equal to 0. If b is equal to 0 or c is equal to 0, then that is called incomplete quadratic equation. Quadratic equation, if b is equal to 0 or c is equal to 0, then that is called incomplete quadratic equation. Next, defective quadratic equation. If c is equal to 0, if in a quadratic equation if c is equal to 0, then that is called defective quadratic equation. So incomplete quadratic equation we can say that x square minus 36 is equal to 0 or x square plus 5x is equal to 0. These two are called incomplete quadratic equation. If defected means x square plus 9x is equal to 0. In this c is not there. So if c is not there, then that is called defected quadratic equation. Defected quadratic equation means we can say that this defected and pure quadratic equation coming under incomplete quadratic equation. Incomplete quadratic equation. Now last one is complete quadratic equation. A quadratic equation which is having x square term and x term and constant term, then that is called complete quadratic equation. This is called complete quadratic equation because 3 terms are there. So this is a most very important concept in quadratic equation. Now we are going to discuss about roots. So roots means, so these are the roots most very important. Now I am going to explain roots. What are the roots means? For what values of x the quadratic equation becomes satisfied, that those values are called roots of the quadratic equation. For what values of x the quadratic equation becomes satisfied, then those are called roots. Here we can say that alpha comma beta, this alpha comma beta is nothing but minus b plus or minus root over b square minus 4ac by 2a. These are the roots. So if you substitute these values, the quadratic equation becomes satisfied. That's what these are called roots. So roots of the quadratic equation is nothing but minus b plus or minus root over b square minus 4ac by 2a. So we can solve the quadratic equation by factorization method and using formula method. Using formula method, when will you do? If the numbers are very big numbers, we can't find the factors, then we can use the minus b plus or minus root over b square minus 4ac by 2a. Now, one is alpha and one is beta. If plus is alpha and minus is beta, then the sum of the roots is nothing but minus b by a, and product of the roots, that is nothing but c by a. We already know very well. Sum of the roots is nothing but minus b by a, means minus coefficient of x coefficient of x by coefficient of x square, and c by a, product of the root c by a, that is constant by coefficient of x square. Next, most very important, so this is very important, discriminant. Delta is equal to b square minus 4ac. What is the use of discriminant? So without finding the roots, we can say the nature of the roots, that is the use of the discriminant. Without finding the roots, we can say the nature of the roots, means whether both are positive or both are negative or opposite to each other. Like that we can say using this discriminant. So delta is equal to b square minus 4ac is called discriminant of the ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 quadratic equation. So delta is equal to b square minus 4ac is equal to 0. Delta is also can be written as d, small d. Now we can say that, now listen. Here three conditions will be there: delta greater than 0, delta is equal to 0, delta less than 0. Here most very important thing, a, b, c are rational numbers. A, B, C are rational. I am taking the condition if the coefficients A, B, C are rational numbers. I am taking condition A, B, C are rational numbers. Then delta greater than 0, delta is equal to 0, delta less than 0. In this delta greater than 0, again it is of two types. Delta is perfect and delta is not perfect number. Delta is a perfect number, means 1, 4, 9, 16, 25. These are all the perfect numbers. Delta here not a perfect numbers, means other than, so 2, 3, 5 and so on. These are the not perfect numbers. So perfect square numbers and not perfect square numbers. If delta greater than 0 and it is a perfect square, then the roots are rational numbers and unequal or distinct. Then the roots are rational numbers and unequal, or rational numbers are distinct roots. Here if it is not a perfect square, then the roots are irrational number and not equal. If delta is greater than 0, it is a perfect square, then roots are rational numbers and unequal. If delta is greater than 0 and it is not a perfect square, then the roots are irrational numbers and not equal. And if delta is equal to 0, then the roots are rational and equal. If delta is not less than 0, if delta is less than 0, then no real roots. The roots are complex and conjugate to each other and distinct roots. Roots are complex and conjugate to each other and distinct roots. How can we say delta is greater than 0? Means roots will be 1 by 2, 1 by 3. Like this, 1 by 2, 1 by 3. Here roots will be 1 plus root 3, 1 plus or minus root 3 by 2, like this. Means irrational numbers will be there. If delta is greater than it is not a perfect square, then roots will be 1 plus or minus root 3 by 2, 1 plus or minus root 5 by 2, like that will be there. If delta is equal to 0, then the roots are 3 by 2 comma 3 by 2, minus 2 by 3 comma minus 2 by 3, minus 1 by 3 comma 1 minus 1 by 3, like this will be there. If delta less than 0, then the roots will be when 1 plus or minus 5i by 2. Here I is imaginary number, we don't know, we will learn in intermediate. So here I is complex and conjugate, it is a imaginary number. So like this it will be there if A, B, C are rational numbers. If A, B, C are real numbers, If A, B, C are real numbers. Again we will get the three different things. Those are, if A, B, C are real numbers, then delta is equal to B square minus 4 is equal to discriminant, and delta greater than 0, delta less than 0, delta is equal to 0 is nothing but, if delta is greater than 0, then the roots are real and unequal. Real and unequal means 2 comma 3 minus 2 comma minus 5 minus 2 comma 4, like that. So roots will be real numbers and unequal. If delta is equal to 0, then the roots are real and equal. Real and equal means 2 comma 2, 4 comma 4, minus 3 comma minus 3, like this will be there. Roots are real and equal, and those real root is nothing but minus b by 2a. Minus b by 2a minus b by 2a you can say. And delta less than 0, roots are no real roots. No real roots are complex and conjugate to each other. Complex and conjugate to each other. Now coming to graphs. So most very important graphs in this quadratic equation. If delta is greater than 0, then the graph will be so like this, because two distinct roots, x-axis, two distinct roots, delta, the graph like this, two distinct roots, one is plus and one is minus, and graph like this. Here we can say that 2 comma 5 are the roots. Here we can say that minus 2 comma plus 3. Here we can say that minus 2 comma minus 4. See here, these two roots are positive, real and unequal. These two roots are opposite, real and unequal. These two roots are negative, real and unequal. All roots are real and unequal because delta is greater than 0. First condition. Second condition, if delta is equal to 0, then the roots will be like this. 2 comma 2, roots will be like this. 0 comma 0, roots will be like this. Minus 3 comma minus 3. See here, delta is equal to 0, then the roots are real and equal. See here, real and equal. 2 comma 2, here also real and equal. 0 comma 0, here also real and equal. Minus 3 comma minus 3. If delta is less than 0, then the graph will be like this, like this, like this. So no real roots because it is not touching the x-axis. A graph which is touching the x-axis, then only we can say that that is the root of the quadratic equation. In this, no graph is touching the x-axis, so we can't say it is a solution of the equation. If delta is greater than 0 and a is greater than 0, if a is less than 0, in the ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, in the a is less than 0, the graphs will be opposite direction, means like this, and like this, downwards. Here also graph will be like this, and like this. Here also graph will be like this, and like this. So that is the conditions you have to remember. If a is greater than 0 and delta is greater than 0, the previous graphs. If delta is greater than 0 and a is less than 0, means we have to consider graph is downwards. Now most very important thing I am going to explain here. See, listen. Y is equal to x square, y is equal to minus x square, x is equal to y square, and x is equal to minus y square. These four graphs you have to remember. Listen, y is equal to x square will be like this. Y is equal to minus x square will be like this. X is equal to y square will be like this. X is equal to minus y square will be like this. So these four graphs you have to remember. They will ask, y is equal to x square graph is lies in first quadrant and second quadrant. Y is equal to minus x square graph is lies in. Y is equal to minus x square graph is lies in means third quadrant and fourth quadrant. X is equal to y square graph is lies in first quadrant and fourth quadrant. X is equal to minus y square graph lies in second quadrant and third quadrant. So they may ask like this. So you have to remember. Here beside x square value some value 4, 5, 6, any value is there. The graph is this only. Here x square beside minus 4, minus 3, minus 6, like this it will be there. But graph is like this only. Here x is equal to y square means 2 square, 2y square, 5y square, like this, it may be anything. The graph is like this only. See here, x is equal to minus 3y square, x is equal to minus 5y square, like this. The graph is like this only. How you got this graphs? I am taking x0, y0, this one. I am taking x is 1, then y is equal to 1, this one. I am taking x is equal to minus 1, y is equal to 1, because minus 1 square is 1. So minus 1 comma 1, minus 1 comma 1 means this one. 2 comma 4, minus 2 comma 4. Like this I will get. Here also same thing. So if I substitute x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0 means this point. If x is equal to 1, means y is equal to minus 1. X is equal to 1 means y is equal to minus 1. X is equal to minus 1 means y is equal to minus 1. So like this graph. Like this we can check the graph. In the unknown graph is also given. Like this we can check the graph. So which quadrant it is passing. Which quadrant it is passing we can easily check. Now in the quadratic equation shortcuts will be there. Those shortcuts are most very important. Already I have given so many shortcuts in polynomials. So that is day 6. So if you don't see the video, I will give the link in the description. In the description, after seeing this video, please click that video and watch that video. You will get alpha square plus beta square and alpha cube plus beta cube, alpha cube minus beta cube, and 1 by alpha square plus 1 by beta square. So many shortcuts I have given. You have to remember those all formulas. Then substitute the alpha plus beta is equal to minus by a, alpha into beta is equal to c by a. These values substitute in the shortcuts. Definitely you will get the answers. So that for that purpose I am not giving again here. So I am giving more shortcuts in this quadratic equation. Those shortcuts also very useful and these are also very useful. Now listen. Shortcuts A, B, C are same sign. A, B, C are in same sign. In ax square plus bx plus c. In ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. In this quadratic equation A, B, C are same sign. A, B, C are same sign. Then the roots are negative. Then the roots are negative. I will give the example. I will give the example. For example, x square plus 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. X square plus 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. Roots will be minus 1 minus 1. Roots will be minus 1 minus 1. So both are negative. That's what I am saying. So in the given exam, so if the quadratic equation all signs are same, then you have to say that which option is having both roots are negative, which option is having both roots are negative. That is your answer. That is shortcut without doing. So in the quadratic equation given, so all sign all means ax square plus bx plus c and the a, b, c are all positive. So which of the following are roots? In the options they are giving all are positive, one option is negative. That is your answer without doing. That is the shortcut. Next. If A and C have the same sign and B is different, if A and C have same sign, B is different, then the roots are positive. Then the roots are positive. That is also I will give you example. X square minus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. What are the roots? 2 comma 3. So if you substitute 2, it is 0. If you substitute 3, it is 0. So here 2 comma 3 are the positive roots. So this is only they have given. For example, so options are 2 comma minus 3, minus 2 comma plus 3 and 2 comma 3 and minus 2 minus 3. Which one you will substitute? This one you can substitute. So without doing only we can say A and C have same sign, B is different sign. So my answer is positive roots. So which of the option is having positive root? That is my answer. That is a shortcut. Very easy. Next. If B is equal to 0, then the roots will be plus or minus root values. Plus or minus root values. So remember, if B is equal to 0 means pure quadratic equation, then the roots will be irrational number, equal irrational number in opposite sign. Equal irrational numbers in opposite sign. Next, the sum of the coefficients of the quadratic equation is 0. The sum of the coefficients of the quadratic equation is 0. Then the roots are 1 comma c by a. 1 comma c by a. Remember this one. So for example, x square minus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. So here sum of the coefficients 1, see this is 4, 1 plus 4, 5 minus 5. So the sum of the coefficients is 0. What are the roots here? We can say 1 comma 4 by 1 means 1 comma 4. So without doing only I am saying these are the shortcuts for quadratic equation. Without doing, see 1 I am substituting 0, 4 I am substituting 0. So 1 comma 4 is the solution. If the a minus b plus c is equal to 0, then the roots are minus 1 minus c by a. Means what? The sum of the even coefficients is equal to sum of the odd coefficients. Then the roots are minus 1 minus c by a. So minus 1 minus c by a. So same thing we can give that here, x square plus 5x plus 4. For this equation, minus 1 minus 4 is the solution. Minus 1 minus 4 is the solution. Next, if the roots are m is to n, then this condition will be satisfied. So remember, they may ask in your exam, if the roots are 2 is to 3, then which of the following is correct? If the roots are 2 is to 3, so you have to substitute here, m is 2 and n is 3. So substitute here, you will get the condition. So 2 plus 3 how much? 5. 5 square means 25. So you will get answer 25 AC is equal to, so m means 2. 2 3 is 6. 6b square. This is the condition. So whichever the option is having 25 AC is equal to 6b square, that's the answer. Otherwise, if you do normal procedure, it will take so much of time, then your time will be killing. Definitely you will lose the marks. Remaining problems you may not attend. So that's what, use this formula. Remember, m plus n whole square into AC is equal to m into n into b square. That is the easy shortcut. If one root is square of the other, then the condition a into c square plus a square into c plus b square is equal to 3abc. This is also, remember, very important. If one root is 2 and another root is 4, if one root is 5 and another root is 25, then what will be the condition? Then what will be the shortcut? This one. So if you don't do this one, if you do alpha plus alpha square is equal to minus b by a, alpha into alpha square is equal to c by a, then alpha equals c by a. Like this process is very difficult process, you can't get the answer sometime. Now, if one root is more than one more than the other root, means alpha comma alpha plus 1 are the roots, then the condition b square is equal to 4ac plus a square. B square is equal to 4ac plus a square. If f of x is equal to ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, these are the most very important shortcuts I am going to explain now. This is the quadratic equation. If the roots are alpha, find the new equation whose roots are alpha plus k comma beta plus k, then the quadratic equation may be f of x minus k equals 0. Means in the substitute x value, x alpha minus k substitute, you will get the new equation. If the roots are alpha minus k and beta minus k, then the new equation will be f of x plus k is equal to 0. F of x plus k is equal to 0. And if the roots are k alpha and k beta, find the new equation whose roots are k alpha and k beta, then the equation will be f of x by k is equal to 0. F of x by k is equal to 0. Find the new equation whose roots are x by alpha and alpha by k comma beta by k, then the new equation will be f of kx is equal to 0. If the roots are, find the new equation minus alpha and minus beta, then the new equation will be f of minus x is equal to 0. And the roots are 1 by alpha and 1 by beta, means you have to substitute the, instead of x you have to substitute 1 by x. So that is the shortcuts. So these are all shortcuts. Tomorrow definitely I am going to give the exam, because using shortcuts only we have to do. So tomorrow exam will be on this shortcuts. So please be thorough, and also the link I am giving in the description, that link also click polynomial concept. The polynomial concept I have given so many shortcuts, those shortcuts also you have to remember. Those also I am going to give in tomorrow exam. And today exam only concept exam. So write the concept exam and send to me WhatsApp number, my WhatsApp number, your score 20 out of 20 if you get, then send me. And also after notification I am giving only one chance to write exam. For notification is not yet, so that's what I am giving so many chances to write the exam. But after releasing notification I am going to give the for every student only one time. So after clicking the link, it will be asking like this, already you have written the exam, like that it will be giving the message. So students, please write test and send to me the screenshot of 20 out of 20. Definitely your name will be in the toppers list. So top 100 list also, it will be there in the description tomorrow video. So thank you very much for watching my channel, and if you want to like it, you can like it. If you want to share it, you can share it. And if you want to subscribe my channel, and also you make your friends to subscribe my channel. Thank you very much. Bye bye.